Let's finally hop into this best of 5 between Gerald, of all people, in the bottom left. Great decal. And in the top right, it is, of course, your hero. Now, PvP is going to be interesting between these two. I don't think I've ever seen them play, actually, a PvP. So, I think Gerald is one of those guys who likes to play rather standard, try to go for a very solid style. And herO is basically the execution-based mastermind, sometimes volatility in one, or what would seem like volatility in one human being, but then his execution just makes up for that strategical volatility sometimes. So, gonna be very pleased with whatever we'll see in this series. Now, both players just going for that one gate opening here for now, and we should see a second gate being added for both guys. There we go. For that double gate opening on the high ground, of course, to be safe against any adepts. But we do have a probe hiding in this weird mushroom. He looks angry. I mean, look at him. He kind of looks angry, doesn't he? Kind of looks angry to me. Gonna make a pylon, but is he gonna stick around to see its completion? Is he gonna go away? This looks like he wants to produce something over here. This could be anything, honestly. Could even be a triple building setup. Twilight Council, Gateway, Dark Shrine. I don't think it's gonna probably be a Stargate, but there you go. I wouldn't hate to see like proxy DTs. Now on the other side it's a Robo, and I kind of like the Stargate. Now is he gonna... I mean, this is like almost 100% confirmed Oracle opening here. But honestly, I like those Phoenix openings myself. And I wouldn't hate Hidden Phoenix. Kind of just show them when he's at 3. Starting to get those crazy ideas about compositions like Phoenix Adept. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Will he find that proxy by mistake? Oh my god, he will. And it might just be in time. He sees the Stargate now, but this is exactly the moment when the Oracle hits. He already had enough in position. herO is not gonna get surprised. And Gerald actually is gonna potentially throw down his... No, he's making a Phoenix now. I like this choice. And he's not throwing down the Nexus yet. Making another gateway. The Adept sees it. Now, after you kill the Adept, you cancel the gate, you just make the Nexus. Now he's already thrown down the Nexus. He's already thrown down the Nexus. He is already throwing down the Nexus. There we go. Adept is gonna scout that one. And then he gets killed by his friends. Or, I mean, foes. And War Prism does scout this Oracle. He should have seen this is like low energy now. What did you do? Well, a stasis trap most likely. You can utilize, I think, like hallucinations to walk in stasis traps. But yeah, herO is just playing this very safe. He's just sitting at home. He makes a Nexus. Makes a Twilight Council after he had a Robo, like a Prism, Immortal out on a map. And what is he gonna do with this? I think he should see this, right? He could even utilize Pickup Micro. He has a very interesting position for that War Prism. And he keeps on making Phoenix for now. I like this. He's going up to 3 Phoenix. But he's going into a Twilight behind this. So eventually these Phoenix are not going to do that much. They're gonna be valuable in the early mid game to lift immortals, to put pressure on a prism. But they're gonna have a tough time to actually find some damage. Now he has 2 Phoenix or 3 Phoenix, so he can lift and one-shot those workers. So a shield battery is not gonna be able to heal them. Oh boy. There's no blink yet, thank god. 2 depths here, waiting for their moment. Shaded. Oh my god, he's gonna walk into that stasis. Only a couple of units get stuck there. Is he gonna shade in? Actually, he does. He really wants to kill as many workers as he can here. Gonna get, yeah, not anymore there. Oracle trying to come in again. Phoenixes are still waiting in the north. They have enough energy to grab another few units, but if he utilizes too much of that energy, he cannot use them defensively anymore. Now Oracle coming in is gonna kill a few more workers. Only 1. And he's just gonna throw down a Nexus in the face of that gateway. No. He does see most of this. He sees this is still a 2-base setup. He sees where the Phoenix are. And he does not see this proxy, but the proxy does see this base. How many gates is this gonna be? Looks like we're gonna have 7 gates. He's throwing down a second pylon. Gonna have charge. It's gonna be charged out the lane. On the other side, he's gonna go into glaives afterwards. Now, this is not gonna finish to defend against these charge lots. And if he goes into the main to try and push out these Phoenix, I think that's exactly what Gerald wants. He even made a few more to kind of make it seem like, hey man, I'm making Phoenix. Now he's gonna warp in this location. This is still not being seen. And now he sees like kind of the zealots. He sees all of things over here. And he cancels the base, man. herO is just like, alright, you got me, bro. Now, this is a good advantage for Gerald, and you potentially can just kill herO and overwhelm him here. herO needs to bring all of his units down from that main base. Can he stay alive? He did overcharge that shield battery. He has that warp prism still to potentially micro. Immortal is gonna fall though, and this is a lot of zealots. Oh my god, that's actually a lot of zealots. The Stalkers are even shooting a pylon. They should probably also get into that fight and start to shoot at those Stalkers here. But I feel like herO has no way of defending this, man. He should have nothing left here in a moment. He needed some, like, cannons or something with this. Though this will not being able to find out about this. And yeah, Gerald just is gonna break herO here. Just like nothing. There's no way you can come back from this. This investment with that glaives, the weirdest glaives I've ever seen, not gonna do anything at all. What does he have? He can warp in like 3 adepts now. They can't even shoot, and he's warping in the sentry. I mean, look at that. He's warping in the sentry. There's no way he can win this one, man. herO, you're dead. You're dead, mate. Except that Gerald already bested you in this first map of the series. And this is herO's server, so he's technically gonna live for now. He's gonna make adepts now, I guess. He overcharged one of the sentries. Can he do something? No Guardian Shield. Phoenixes have been actually being worth their weight in gold. He's making another one. He makes another Nexus. He makes Blink now. Here is Giant GG. Gerald is gonna take the first game of the series, man. Can Gerald win this one? Maybe. Maybe. He's looking good. $200 for himself would be quite nice. Also, a win over herO in the best of 5 is quite the nice confidence boost. Whispers of Gold is gonna be the next map. If he would secure himself wins over Solar and herO in the same tournament, back to back, that would be quite the nice win for Gerald here. Nice streak. We're going into that second map here. It's gonna be Whispers of Gold, as already was foretold. And we will have ourselves a PvP on this map. This should be just another standard opening from both players with that double gate way to wall off. And in the bottom right, we do have the man who's up 1-0. Surprisingly enough, it is Gerald. Top left, down the map, herO. Arguably the best Protoss in the world. Gerald has been, like, he has some good results recently. He's been looking quite fantastic online. Like, he never really brought this energy to offline events yet. But if he can keep this up and we have another big circuit for offline events, he's gonna be one of the top contenders potentially. He's gonna be a very strong foe to be to best at those events. So yeah, would be happy to see him. What's it gonna be, guys? Are we gonna see one cannon rush in this best of 5? I don't think so. I wish the cannon rush would be stronger, but I feel like it's not, right? So not as strong. herO is going for a 1-gate expand though. So taking a little bit of a risk, and well, Gerald, what is he doing? He's looking at this cow, and he's gonna throw down a proxy pylon. Will this gonna be a proxy of any sorts? This could be a DT proxy. This kind of smells like DT position to me. Keeping the probe around. Gonna have the gas for whatever he wants. Twilight. No, Stargate actually. Okay. Funny angle. Like for a Stargate, I would rather prefer like this position, either over here or over here, or even over here, right? So you can kind of swing in and that main, and then you can go by to the natural. But I guess it's quite far out of the way, so herO is never gonna see that one coming. Now, will he go Oracle into Phoenix? Will he go Mass Oracle? Will he go Void Ray? Doubt the Void Ray. Will he throw down a... what is it called? Well, he's not gonna throw down the extra thing. He's gonna go Oracle here. He's not gonna throw down the fleet beacon to go insta like 1-gate carrier. That would be crazy. Or like Tempest or something. And he's going with a very greedy Nexus. Love to see it. Trying to shade in. Sentry's waiting there for those adepts. Starting to work on this shield battery, that's funny. Just get the shade in, but he will not commit to this one. And there's no real units here for herO. He only has sentries. Now he's gonna block these shades and he's gonna chase out these adepts. With 4 sentries, yes. Now the Oracle actually goes back home to overcharge? Potentially gets scouted? No, it does not. Oh, that's a lucky break here. He gets in with the adepts. He's gonna snipe a few workers. That was a timed shot there, unfortunately, and the rest should be able to stay alive. No, that Oracle is gonna have a little bit of trouble because, as I said, there's already a shield battery. He's stacking up to 200 energy and 4 stalkers here. Oh. Not making any Phoenix this time. I feel like it's a mistake, man. You need those Phoenix. Look at that Oracle. Look at that proxy Oracle and what it did. It did a tag. Now herO is trying to play a lot of units behind this, and will he find that Dark Shrine? Where is it? This is the Dark Shrine location? Are you kidding me? Can you be more random on the map? He's even throwing down a gateway here. But he will have that robo. He will have that observer. He is gonna have a forge. He might even have a cannon. Can herO be surprised here by Gerald? Think that observer is gonna be in a good spot at home, and now the big brain move would be to snipe that observer. He instant cancels. He sees the observer, he's like, no, this doesn't work. He's gonna have his blink though. And he will go into a third base with this now. No, he's kind of playing this like he knows it all. He's assuming a lot of his opponent's moves. And he's playing this like he has full god vision. And he's just taking risk after risk. He says like, alright, you don't have any scouting. This is kind of funny. You don't have any scouting, so you don't actually know what I'm doing. And he's gonna go into a blink attack here. No, I don't know about these void rays. I'm not sure what they're supposed to do. He will find out about this proxy now. He will get a read on this gateway count coming up. He sees that blink is done and there's another research guy that should be charged. Does get a scout on this one, but no Phoenix does mean he does not get the scout on the third base actually. So it's still a misread here from herO. Still thinks this is a 2-base committal, while it is not. And that could greatly cost him again. He is up so much in army. What is in the army supply here? He has 8 stalkers waiting in the main base and in that natural base. Look at this, all of this defense. He's playing like a super scared guy, and he has those double immortal. This Stalker Ball should not be able to keep herO back. He's just saying, alright, if I can get to my composition, 2 bases, I'm gonna be fine. Should start to think about the third. It's gonna push out now with these people here. Just a little bit. 3 immortals, yeah, that's gonna be enough. Get that Guardian Shield roll in. He's just gonna click down these Stalkers. 1 down. Quick reaction here. Well done by Gerald. Oh! Observer. That would be a nice target to snipe. Now I think herO did scout that third base, and he's like, wait, what? Now another Dark Shrine. But I think that just got scouted. Let's actually confirm. Yeah, he did technically see it. This is such a crazy game. He does get another tag on that observer, and I feel like herO is realizing that this threat of the Oracle is not really there anymore. There's no second Oracle. He realizes that. And he's moving out, but he's moving out a little bit too slow in my opinion here. Can you please kill this one before you get units trapped inside? Now Blink Stalkers. And this Zealot finally getting a good scout here. He will find out about this big army. He needs to get back to his... He needs to get back to his reinforcements. He needs to get back to his own static D. He kills the Oracle. That's a good snipe. Now can he kind of... stay safe? A few Colossi, I don't know, man. Force fields would have been the play, don't you think? I don't know about these fake Colossi, they're not gonna help you in battle. herO maybe a little bit of a miss micro there. I think those panic Colossi were a little bit of a misclick, but they will keep him alive for now, it seems. But he's not gonna outtrade Gerald, and his army lead is shrinking at this time. Now, he needs to kind of get that base up and running. But can he? Actually, can he? Maybe he can break herO? He's gonna have +2 against +0, that's the biggest difference. Maybe he actually has a good shot with an attack. He still has 3 sentries. Does he have a Guardian Shield? Yes, he does have enough energy for a Guardian Shield. He does have a few force fields. Try and get that initial charge off his lawn, basically. And he needs to fight now. If he really pushes now, this needs to be a win. He needs to basically kill this base and the workers at it and get his army back home. That's what he needs to be able to do. He does have... Please... He has no observer with the army! But Gerald didn't realize. He is warping in Archons. If he had that observer, man, oh sorry, the DTs actually, he could have dealt so much damage to his army. But with the +2 against +0, these immortals are just like killing the stalkers by themselves. I feel like that was a little bit of a wasted opportunity there. There was no observer with the army. herO is gonna grab that win. That was such a clutch timing, honestly. It was like 3 gateways were about to pop. So if he gets like 2 rounds of reinforcements, he's gonna have so many more units. Even though that +2 against +0 is a big deal, maybe Gerald could have still just outproduced herO there. It was a very, very close game in the end there. Man, that was so close. Now going into map number 3 here. Gerald against herO. What's gonna happen to this one? We're gonna go to ley lines. Of course, we have those pink geysers here on ley lines, which does mean extra gas income, but they are only later on, after you mine out 150 minerals, so it's actually very difficult to utilize them for a fast push or something aggressive. And while I wouldn't mind them actually go up and try to take that risk, those are easy to scout. Top right we have Gerald, bottom left it's herO. It's like a natural progression you move your units through, so you kind of have to run into those bases with the geysers. I think like this one with the minerals is nice, this one without the minerals would be cooler. Like have one base with minerals, with a block, one without. I think that would be actually kind of cool. Mix it up a little bit. Scouting probe coming across the map. We do see the double gate opening for both players. Both probes missing each other actually. This probe might do something funny. Maybe he's only looking for proxies himself? But this time there's no proxy here from Gerald. And he will throw down that pylon, but he will not actually keep the probe around. We'll have to wait and see if he moves back to that location to try and make something there, or if he's just gonna do a regular scout after this, then it's just gonna be that one pylon. Only missing. Try to confuse Gerald here. No. Not like this. Come on, Gerald. I cannot approve this. I cannot approve this. Does the new pylon vision range actually see this one? No. Is he gonna chrono boost this? Are you gonna chrono? No chronoing for now. Can you please scout this pylon? Does the Twilight reach that with the vision? Will this ever get utilized? Both players kind of scouting for proxies. Oh, finally. Finally, he does see it. He will intercept this, so this will not get utilized for any shenanigans. Sentry speeding off the shield so fast here. Dark Shrine, big proxy, close to this proxy pylon. But this will actually get found by Gerald. That's a nice find with these stalkers here. Oh boy. He's even gonna get those 2 adepts. You can cancel these weapons if you morph your warp gates back. I think you should be able to cancel these. Can he get a scout? This is a funny thing now, where Gerald tries to intercept this, but in fact he does get the scout! But he doesn't see what it is, but this, what can it be? It can only be a Dark Shrine. He does get that scout. Now he's gonna fake 2 stalkers here. And he wants to kill these double stalkers. If he can get these stalkers, man, he's like, oh wait. Trying to recall. Can he get both? Okay, one does get evacuated. Dark Shrine gets cancelled. Good move there by Gerald to cancel that one. But definitely an advantage here for herO. This is so crazy, man, this PvP. Now throwing down a 3rd base. But is it going to pay off this time? We do have those 2 hallucinated stalkers. Still trying to do something here. Scout a little bit. It's not going to find the base. No, this time it's gonna be a Prism Sentry Stalk attack here from herO most likely. He does have Blink. He's gonna have an Observer behind this. He needs more pylons, by the way. He wants to warp in units now. He needs more pylons. There we go. And on the other side we do see that Forge and the 3rd base. So he's trying to be very greedy. He's down in army supply currently. He lost those 2 Stalkers, even though actually in Stalkers it's kind of even. It's more that that Prism is actually the... Ooh, the Prism is like the big difference in army supply here. Now, can herO potentially break this one? He's gonna get a sentry for a couple of force fields. He's gonna kill a few of those stalkers. One that get killed. Snipes another sentry. Can herO break this base? 2 sheep batteries are gonna help out in this defense, but the army is just growing so big for herO's all of the sudden. And he's jumping on top of this. He's killing everything, and I think the writing's on the wall. Sheep batteries are gonna be abandoned here, and this base will also be abandoned and get killed. Now Gerald is just gonna throw down another Nexus, but already herO with his own Nexus and some pylons to keep that one safe. I think this is where you kind of start to blink on top of your opponent. He loses the Warp Prism, but is it going to be enough though? You can still utilize some defensive blinks. It doesn't right now. An overcharge on that battery. Maybe Gerald can stabilize this. Sniping that Prism was key. Now, these sentries are out of energy, so there's no force fields actually, and if herO, I mean, his micro is looking actually impeccable here on those Blink Stalkers. Just targeting the exactly correct things here. Now, an Immortal actually just walked across, a few more Stalkers walking across here, and things are falling apart for Gerald. herO is looking unstoppable in this 3rd map here. GG is gonna be called. Now the next map is gonna be a fun one. This should be a little bit of a weird map. And Gerald is asking for a minute of a break here. Now maybe you can already look at the map picture here once we get into that lobby, or Gerald is not gonna let us. Not gonna let us. Starchild, I think, is the map. Let's quickly check for this one. Starchild. It should not be a Blizzard map. Oh god. Completely. The Legacy of the Void top plate. Star Child, I think. This is the one. And no, this is not the weirdest one. This is actually an okay map. It has kind of this area is kind of interesting to see, these areas here. And it's not that easy to get more than 3 bases, I guess. 4 bases, yeah, kind of. It's an interesting map. A lot of this is on the same flat, even ground. You kind of want to expand like this. But you can also go down here on the low ground. It's an interesting map, to be honest. It's a little bit different than the actual current normal standard maps we have, so yeah. Now we will hop into this next game, Star Child. It's gonna be the map, and it's gonna be a PvP on there. It's gonna be a little bit weird. And that's what we hoped for. Potentially the last map of this best of 5. Can Gerald bring it back though? In the bottom left here. Still don't know what this is. And then the top right, we do have herO. Now this map has cool visuals, but it doesn't really utilize any of the new features. It has kind of this double ridge gas, which is harassable from a low ground, which is interesting. But that's about it. Maybe we see like a fast nexus on that base to kind of like hidden base-ish, that thing, and try to get that extra gas, which can be super powerful in this matchup. Of course, Archon or Phoenix could be utilized with that gas access. Ooh, Probe Kiss. Been a while since I've seen one. Double opening, double gate for both here, and the opening. Oh, is he gonna grab that probe? Ooh, herO, man, he's always risky with those probe movements. And Gerald is just like, oh, I'll just go from the outside. So no proxies so far. Could be a first in this series, I'm not sure. The hero is going into double stalker. That kind of means he wants to move aggressively on the map and put on some pressure. Now Gerald is saving up some of the money for a... I mean, he's utilizing this for a sentry, so he's saving up some minerals. Then he's making a shield battery at home. Oh! Now he does reveal the stalkers. Can he out DPS that pylon build speed? I think he can, yeah? He's gonna get that kill, actually. Oh, that's not a cancel, that's a big deal. Probe also dying here on the aggression. And did he finish the shoot battery? No, he only blocked that probe to get that confirm that kill. And herO just keeps on popping in Stalkers. He's gonna throw down Nexus now, so that means his next wave is not gonna be Stalkers, it's gonna be Sentries. As you can see here. But this is gonna be quite aggressive. He could potentially kill either the pylon or the ship battery. If he gets the sentry, that would be great. So Gerald needs to be very, very careful here. Even that pylon is gonna be a huge deal. There's no pylon from the high ground. I feel like you want to warp in the pylon here to get that shield battery powered up again. He's trying to break this, but now extra stalkers coming in. He's gonna fire up this sentry. No, the fake stalkers are not gonna help you anymore. See, he did not get that backup pylon. Man, this is already a disaster here. Poor Gerald trying to cut corners, when indeed he is having issues with those. Now, double warp gate. Is he gonna warp in another set of stalkers? Potentially, yes. Start to just shoot at that Nexus. Now, which one is the real stalkers here? That's the big move. He sees that this is a fake stalker. He's still fighting this fake stalker though. But they are about to expire. He's gonna have another hallucination if he wants to, but not gonna utilize this one. Depth's actually trying to shade in here. Shading from the north, taking a little bit of an uncommon route, and he's just walking back with his army. But he already traded quite well. He killed 2 pylons, 2 sentries, and lost only 1 stalker, so definitely happy here. This is gonna be a good block though. Just a perfect moment for that probe to be there. It was kind of a rally down though. That was a good interception. Now he's gonna keep the probe up there. He's gonna keep on blocking these adepts. Phoenix is gonna get a scout. We'll see most likely everything here except for the Twilight. Misses that one. And he just keeps on costing this guy some money. Now, oh boy, that's... Oh, even the Immortal joining in. Oh, he's gonna kill all 3 stalkers. Oh my god, 24 army supply to 8. Oh, Immortal. Oh no. Okay, and now we're gonna go Glaives follow up here. He's gonna throw down a few extra gateways. He's gonna go into his Warp Prism and he's gonna confirm the kill on Gerald. He's gonna confirm his 200 bucks for the first place. This is gonna be most likely closer here. If Gerald can pull out of a miracle out of his head, it's gonna be now. He has to do it now. Maybe cannons are the answer? It would be a weird kind of thing to think about, but maybe cannons are the answer? I don't think so though, it's double immortal. This is gonna be such a rough hill to climb, but I mean look at this, he's gonna be down in gates. I think he's gonna have 1 less production. Maybe actually he's gonna have the same amount of gates, but this Stalker move might be the move he needs, but I still don't think he can defend this army. Resonating Glaives, finishing up. He's gonna recall the Stalkers now. He killed 10 workers. Now he kind of puts herO on a timer, but if he can snipe the prism, right? If he can snipe the prism, but if he just keeps the prism safe... Oh, he's actually gonna blink up all of these adepts into the main base. Now he's gonna kill all of the probes. Sniping the prism, that's a key unit. He gets the prism. The adepts are fighting stalkers, not those guys here on the left, which they actually need to... this is way too much here for herO. He has so much. He killed 33, 6... My god. 36 probes already. He has it. It's 4 stalkers against an army. This is not gonna happen, Gerald. I'm so sorry to tell this to you, but I mean, even if herO just loses this immortal now, like a little bit stupidly, he's not gonna lose these adepts to 2 stalkers. Make it 3 even. But yeah. And there's only 4 workers. GG, well played. It's gonna be called. herO is gonna grab that win. Those 3 stalkers he caught in the middle of the map, that made the whole difference. That was the snowball that needed to happen. And it did. And unfortunately, Gerald has to walk away with 100 bucks. herO is gonna get the W. He's gonna get that 200 finish for himself. Top 1. But Gerald made a good series out of this one, and I really like especially the first games. In the end, it's also like about to be 6 AM where he lives, so kudos to him to play that to that level while he's like sleepy SF, you know. So big shout out to Gerald, making a very good deep run here this week, beating Solar, and actually taking a map out of herO there. Now, I'm gonna have to say GG for tonight, and I'm gonna go and take some rest as well. See you guys tomorrow with more StarCraft 2. Maybe StarCraft Brutal, actually. Maybe I'm gonna download a bunch of replays and gonna do some Brutal. But it's gonna be StarCraft, nonetheless, here on the channel. Come back if you haven't yet. Follow these YouTube channels, follow this channel, and all the other things. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. See you next time again. Peace.